Firstly, I'd like to thank all the incredible supporters from around the world. Our campaign is going so well. Awareness is raising in all sorts of countries. India, Turkey, Syria, Lebanon. I've spoken to journalists in all those countries and the feedback has been great. I have about 20,000 followers on Twitter now, and my followers are growing on all the other platforms. We are actually going to win this. We really are going to be a revolution against corruption in the Western democracies. Start in Australia, start with war crimes, move to the cover-ups, get the charges dropped against Bernard Collaery, get the charges dropped against me, move on to Julian Assange, get him out of jail, and not only that, start turning the spotlight on the truly guilty people out there. It's going to be fact, not theory, and then we're going to have a party in a year's time on Bondi Beach, and it'll be the greatest party since Federation. In the meantime, I am going to ask for help. I won't beat around the bush. It's about financial help for me personally. I was living with my mother because I couldn't afford rent while she was alive. Now that she's passed, while she did own her own apartment, it wasn't left to me, unfortunately, and I have nowhere to live. I've been renting a place in Bondi thanks to the generosity of my ex-wife and her family. They can't keep paying half the rent forever. I need to have a decent place for my children to stay because they are doing it tough and they need a semblance of normal life. A bedroom each in a place where they feel safe and at home. It doesn't need to be a palace, but anybody who's tried to rent something in central Sydney knows that it's expensive. And they also know that you can't even get a place without incredibly powerful financials, which I simply don't have. I am trying to help myself while I'm working as a lawyer. It's not paying that much. I'm going to have to get a higher paid job. That will take a month or two. In the meantime, I'm going to struggle to pay the rent in any place or to get another place. It's a catch-22. You need money to get another place. You need money to stay where you are. So, for the sake of my children, I'd be very grateful if anybody out there can send me 10, 20, 50 bucks. It would really help me just to put in the rent fund to keep my head and their heads above the waterline until we can bring the people that deserve to be brought to justice to justice. It'll be a great day in Australia when we get that anti-corruption body, when we put people on trial for war crimes, when we look at who knew what when in the senior leadership of the Australian Defence Force. We can then take that revolution overseas. It's incredibly exciting, and it is actually going to happen, thanks to you. Saying that, there's still a few bridges we need to cross, and I'd be very grateful. I wouldn't ask, but people often say to me, how can we help? And this is a way you can really help me. It's not for legal fees, but it's just to help me and the family survive till I can get a better paid job. Thank you so much. It's a terrific fight, and I'm so proud to be fighting with you, and I'm so grateful for all the help. We will win this, and it will be so sweet when we do.